days, because our glitter is drying, I had all intentions on doing AuntDi and then an A. But I decided, you know what, I haven't made my dogs any. So this means I'm going to have to re-glitter, but that's okay, because I need different colors. I can't have pink because they're both boys. So I'm going to do the first dog, and his name is Yogi. And I've already been playing around a little bit, as you can see. I went and I got myself my circle. This represents half of the ornament, which is 3 inches. I then went and I found some paw prints, and then I came across this one, and I came across this one. For my font for Yogi, it's not going to be blue. I just did that for looks. I chose Sego print. S-E-G go E, so G S E, my tongue. S-E-G-E-O print. Right there. It looks like it might be one, it's a single layer cutting. It looks like it might be one I downloaded, I'm not sure. So what I've come up with is I've decided what I could have done. I was thinking, well, I could put Yogi on one side, and then on the other side have Wolf, but I decided no, I'm not doing that. Yogi's going to be on one side. Also with Yogi, I've decided I'm going to layer the heart with the paws. So I sized it at a 2-inch. My Yogi I sized also at 2 inches. So I'm going to just arrange this so Yogi is on the top. And see, I'm going to be placing it off-centered a bit. Something like that probably. But I really like that. I then decided I'm going to take these paw prints. I'm going to first contour one of them out because I don't want both of them. So you just go, and if your contour option is there, you click it, and you just click on what you don't want, which is a paw print. And it's gone. I'm going to size these down pretty small. Truthfully, I want it to be close to, I'm going to make it a different color so I can visualize this. I want it to be close to this one in size. So let's just angle that a little bit. And also make it just a little bit bigger. The angling doesn't matter, it's just to help me get the size I want. And I'm going to make a bunch of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate the one. Then I'm going to select both of them by dragging a box over it. Go back up and duplicate the 2. So now I should have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, click and drag a box over those 4. And now that's going to give me 8. Now I only want 2 more. So I'm just going to grab those 2, do the same thing. And that should give me all my 10. I only guess I'm going to want 10. These are going to be placed sporadically around. And I should have kept them all grouped. So now I got to move them 10 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I did have 10. So I'm just going to group them together this time. And I'm going to make them black again. Not too sure what color I should do my yogi and my heart. Oh, there's my answer. And my background, I think I'm going to use a gray, a blue glitter. Nothing too dark. Ooh, I know, I have some. Anyways, we'll play around with the glitter when I go back in to do that. So, oh, and it doesn't matter what color the bulb is. Now, because I'm going over to the cutting screen, you need to remember to remove this, because if not, it's going to cut the circle out for you. So let's just click the arrow down here, remove that. Now it's just going to do everything here you see on the screen. So let me show you. We're now on the Make It screen. And everything's here. So we would continue on. It's going to tell me there's no machine because I don't have a machine connected. But when it does, it's going to then ask me to pick the material I want to use, which is going to be the vinyl. And then I'm going to continue on and I'm going to cut. This is because it's not finding my machine, that's all. So I'm just going to cancel for now. And I am going to pause this video so I can go on in and we'll get going. So it took me a few minutes to pick the colors I wanted. I'm going to do one in the blue and one in this really cool sort of mixture. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get an ornament. I'm a pledge girl or a floor wax person. I love floor wax, never have had an issue with it. I'm going to squirt some in. Just a few seconds of a squirt, see? I don't know if you can tell. Excuse me. Then I'm just going to swirl it around. Give it a shake. Make sure it's all over the place. And then, usually an egg carton works the best. I don't have an egg carton, so that's going to have to do. Also, what is nice to have is, I gotta get another one of those. Excuse me. You know the paper cups, Dixie cups? Those are awesome to have because you can pour your, oh, this one might break. There we go. The top felt tight. But you can pour your pledge right back in your bottle. Hence why that looks pretty gross compared to my brand new bottle that I bought last year thinking I was going to need it. This stuff is amazing how long it lasts. Amazing. You definitely get your money's worth. So let's just get that all shaped in there. Some people will do 2 coats. You don't have to do that many. While that's dripping, you can play around and get your stuff cut because you're going to want that to drip for a few moments. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my vinyl cut and I'll be right back. Okay, so as it is, my machine's going to be cutting in the background here in a second. We are going to get ready to pour, this in. So I'm just going to give this a tap, make sure it's all leaked out. I'm going to get my first blue one that I picked. Using a funnel of some form. paper made, whatever. Pour a whole pile in. Pour more in than what you're going to need. I'm going to put the funnel back there because it's just going to get poured right back in. Get your cloth to cover the end and start swirling it. Now this is a light glitter that I've just used, and we'll see how it works. Lighter glitters tend to be more see-through because it's like a neon. So neon ones, you can get them, they can tend to be a little bit more see-through. So don't freak out. And also certain colors can be that way too. But this one's turning out perfect. It's not, see, it's completely covered. Yeah, you can see my hand in the light. But it's covered, believe me. So now we're just going to tap that back in to the bottle with any extras. Just give it a light tapping, like so. Just to remove any of the loose stuff that we don't want in there anymore. Okay, gonna stick the lid back on, like so. Oops, got the tag stuck. There we go. And I'm just gonna move this stuff out of the way. Let him hang. Nice and pretty as we do the next one. Now this is a glitter I haven't used, so this is going to be interesting. I had my daughter save me scoops back when my grandson was a baby from the formula jars. So let's see how this is going to work. Let's drain that. Remember, all this can go back into your pledge bottle. And I think I'm going to use the funnel again. And I'm just going to pour a bunch. Now this stuff's more than one kind. There's sort of big chunks in it. There's little pieces in it. So we'll see how it works. I have no idea how this stuff will work in this, doing it this way. I've never used this kind of glitter with this process, so we'll find out. And so far I'm madly in love. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to take those out and just dump them right back in. Like so. Get the lid on, like so, and put it aside. We have some cuts ready, so I'm going to pull those off, and I'm going to put my next sheet, which is my red. Where'd my red go? There's my red. Get my scrap of red here. Get it in place. Yeah, it's wrinkly. It'll be fine. Don't worry, don't worry. Now I'm definitely going to give it a good rub down because my mat is not that sticky. And then we're going to put it in. Get my scissors out so we can trim this one that we've already cut. My heart. And yeah, I'm going to recut myself a second heart. So there's my heart. Now, with this, my plums, where to place it, and this is definitely going to be one that I'm going to have to probably play around with. Anyways, so let's get ourselves a piece of transfer tape. Good old trusty transfer tape. And let's put stuff on it. So we're going to put this heart on a spot. I'm going to put my dog's name there. Excuse me, my other dog's name there. And I'm just going to get them all a little rub down. I'm going to cut them free. I'm going to rub them on really good. I don't know how well you can see. Okay, so rub them on as well as you can. And we're going to start with this guy. So this is not a reverse weed. This is how you regularly would do it. So you just find yourself your spot you're not happy with, whatever, and place it so that the middle goes down. Hopefully that's not too crooked. And then just follow it along, placing it down as you go. Now you can remove the transfer tape. Don't freak if it's not down right yet, because that's what you're going to play with. My paw prints came off on that one, but that's okay. So since it's not solid, I can pull it up and I can just slowly and carefully lay it back down with my thumb, helping getting it where I want it. You see the difference because of it being on a round surface now? It totally changed it. But that's okay, because I'll just change it. I'll just relay it until it looks okay. Once again. So I'm just going to get a pick, and we're going to move this paw for a second. This is how you deal with working on the round surfaces. Sometimes you have to change things to make them fit. Some people would say put a slice in it, make it smaller. That's a definite one. This is definitely one that could have been made smaller if you wanted to make sure you got it perfect. But I like difference. Just removing the little pieces of that one paw print that I don't want to lose. You know what? I'll put them on this one since they popped off the other ones. So I can place that heart down. So it's going to go from a 2-heart or 2-pawed heart to a 1-paw heart. That's going to be the only difference. There we go. And let's put the rest of his toes back on. Your hook, or you need some form of pick, believe me. Because when it comes to working with smaller pieces, it's going to be so much easier if you have a hook. Or a pick, I mean. Okay, let's put his paw right there. Let's move this one over just a bit. So there's my funky looking heart so far. Okay. Now I'm going to do, I'm going to put my dog's name on it. Which does not want to go on. So it looks like it's going to be going on this way with a reverse. And I want to sort of offset it. So see how I just used everything? That's all I did. I left everything there. Then I'll remove it. Everything's there. Now that's what's a reverse. Now you weed it. That piece got stuck onto my vinyl, I think. Yeah. Crossed over. You crossed the line and got stuck. I gotta release him from the backing. So you got twisted around somehow. So we'll do it this way. We'll go this way with them. And we're just going to pull gently, especially since it's on top of something else. Just pull gently, especially since that piece is stuck. Hook that piece from the back, push it down. Get that pulled out. Make sure my letters are all down by running your finger around them. Loosen them up if there's a little bump so you can continue to run until you don't have that bump anymore. That's a big thing on circles. And there we go. A little bit of a bump on my G. Rub it down. And crooked or not, that's my yogi. Now what I had planned to do was I have a whole bunch of paw prints that I've now done. So I'm going to weed some of these out by just grabbing on and pulling. Oh, lost a paw print. Lost one print. That's not a big job or a big deal. Now I'm just going to take my transfer tape. I'm going to grab one. Might have to encourage it to pick up. There we go. And my plans were to just strategically place them on the ornament in different places, much like I'm doing right now. Squeeze. Come on. Don't be difficult. There we go. You're not cooperating. No, it's not. Guess I'll have to do it the right way. Excuse me. Maybe I should get a piece of stickier tape. There we go. Gotcha. Lost one. There we go. And I'm just going to find another spot and I'm going to place it. And I'm just going to continue doing that. Let's get a stickier piece of tape though. And we're just going to pick up a piece that. And I'm going to place it somewhere, like so. Since that's pretty dark, I should have used the lighter one. Really all I'm doing is taking it, rubbing it on, and then pulling it back off. So you've got your piece there. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this darker one. Of what I'm doing with it. And find a spot and put it on. And it sticks wonderfully. Let's do the heart for Boo. Just getting it cut out. I'm going to try doing it as a reverse. See what happens. So we're just going to put it all on. Remove only the paper. So you have everything's there. You're going to get your ornament, place it down, start in the center, and just sort of carefully edge it out and smooth it out as you go. Once you get it sort of down, you can remove the backing or the transfer tape, so you don't have to deal with that anymore. And now we're just going to get to play till we get things stuck right. So I'm going to remove some of this. And get some of it more stuck down. And actually, considering this one's given me a little bit more problems than the first one, whoops, it's looks better than the first one. I'll show you in a minute to make sure you see it. So I'm going to match those up sort of. So yeah, so see, even though that gave me problems, it went on better. Go figure. So now we're going to do Boo Boo. This time I'm going to do, I guess, I don't know. See how it comes off. Looks like I'm going to pull it off this way. And then I'm going to pull it off from here. Being very careful with those bees because your insides are going to pop out too. At the same time. I'm just going to remove the centers of my O's. Like so. And I'm going to get my boo-boo ornament that's got extra pieces on it now. And we're going to figure out where we want to place it. So I'm just thinking straight across, as straight as I can get it. So I'm just going to push, go one way, rubbing it down good. I can do the same on the other side. No, I didn't wipe this down with alcohol. I didn't do nothing with it. I just took it out of the box and used it, as you saw. And it works. You just pull your vinyl off. Oh, that bee's stuck there. Come on, Mr. Bee. There we go. Push it down. And there you go. Boo-boo. And you can continue now putting on your black paws or whatever. And now you know how to not only just glitter, but also layer an ornament. Let me get that so that it hangs right. Maybe you guys can see it. See, well, I can set that up. So yeah, there you go. Boo-boo. And done. Yogi. We got Boo-boo. And we have Yogi. Aren't those beautiful? They're going to look gorgeous on the tree. Anyways, guys, we'll talk to you later. Take care. Happy crafting. Bye.